Here in this Damascus street, shops are bustling with life. It is easy here to forget that war is so close. Many in Syria believe that their country's ordeal was created and prolonged by other countries' involvement in it. The government says the war was a foreign plot by regional powers like Turkey, Qatar and Saudi Arabia, with the backing of the US and other Western powers. Meanwhile, the opposition says that President Bashar al-Assad could not have kept his place without support from Iran and Russia. Perhaps this is why an international agreement to end the conflict seems like a reasonable way out of the violence.
Trump's visit reflects that US interests are the same as those of Saudi Arabia and Israel. And since he came to office, Trump is trying to show strength to Americans and now to his allies, and he's doing so against Syria and its allies like Iran. Trump coming to the Arab world and only meeting the Saudis means he wants more tension and more pressure on Syria.
The United States have always backed the opposition, called on Syria's president to step down, and even carried out a missile strike on a Syrian army airbase in April, in the aftermath of an alleged chemical weapons attack on rebel positions. Despite all of this, rebels have always asked for more involvement by America in the conflict. But on the other side, the Syrian government says the policies of the United States have been destructive and unclear.
This visit must not be underestimated or feared. We in Syria, along with our allies in Iran and Russia, are in a better position than we were in 2013.
The US is already present on Syrian lands, with hundreds of special forces soldiers in eastern Syria, training and helping the Kurdish militias in the fight against ISIL. And it seems the Americans are here to stay. The Syrian conflict has become an international crisis, with millions of refugees scattered across the world, and terror organizations working across borders with more powers than ever, in addition to regional repercussions that are changing the face of the Middle East. Perhaps this is why many countries have become involved in the Syrian conflict over the past 6 years. Many Syrians fear that Trump's Middle East policy will introduce a new US policy on Syria that will include more foreign interference in their country, making peace more elusive than ever. Ala Ibrahim, CGTN, Damascus.